Hello and welcome back to the show. I am here because I didn't get to record an episode the other day because of technical difficulties at work, and I had to go into the office, which I was not happy about. And that's how I know that ashwaganda is a fluke, it's a lie, and it's a scam. But I will continue to take it because I paid for it. And, it's a part of my routine at this point. But I logged in the other day, or attempted to log in the other day at work, and I couldn't because I have no idea. It kept saying my VPN got rejected or whatever, and I was like, that's weird. I've never run into that before. So I logged in, literally panicking at like 6 a.m. And I was so upset when I made the discovery that I would have to come into the office. I should have just called out because the day was so long, and I was about to kill myself on the real. I was so majorly inconvenienced, and I already hate going into the office. It's a good thing I work 2 days out the week. And I am honestly proud of myself at the emotions that I allow myself to express, because honestly, if I were to express every single emotion I've had at hand, I might be in jail. I've been known to have a mean streak, a short temper, and I've made it 28 years without any consequences because of the way I can control my emotions. Last week was not one of them. I was so annoyed because my cubicle mate, of course, coughing, sniffling, dry heaving. I don't understand. And he does those weird old people like exercises at his desk. But why is tapping your shoes on the ground so loud? Maybe I have like super hearing, but I can't stand the noises he makes. I was not a happy camper that day. I screamed in my car the second I entered my work parking lot, and I was just not happy that day. Um, which is why there was no like video last week. I did upload one, but it's a week late. I'm gonna try to like change my schedule around because I don't want to like make it so not current. But yeah, not last week was not fun. I'll give you that. I left work like 4 hours early yesterday. I just wasn't feeling the vibe. The vibes have not been good lately. I feel like my emotions are just roller coastering so much the last couple weeks. Because one week I'll be like, yeah, life is worth living. Everything's great. This week I want to kill myself. Literally jump off a bridge, crash into a ditch. I'm convinced my tire is flat, but I'm going to drive just to see what happens. That's where I'm at. But in other news, in feral news, I need that Hosier song stuck up my ass, okay? Too Sweet is so fucking good. And if there is a scientific way to fuck a voice, let me know, because I love his goddamn voice. I googled how tall he was. He's 6'6". I am physically ill thinking about that, but also very intrigued. 6'6". Good Lord. I need him biblically. I need him. I don't believe in God, but I need him biblically. Oh my God. What would we even talk about? I feel like in theory I would like Hosier, but I would think he would just want to philosophicalize all the time. And don't get me wrong, I love a good little philosophy sesh, but I'm also a brain rot girl at heart. I am a ditzy person to my core. I can't be serious like that all the time. What am I even fucking saying? I had a really fun weekend with my sister and my cousin last week. Her parents went out of town, and I really didn't anticipate to be spending the whole weekend with her, but it was really fun. So we started our night going to a bulk grocery store to pick out candy. And the most thrilling part was checking it out and seeing how much it costed, because it's one of those like pay per ounce kind of thing. I think one of our candies was like 88 cents, and we were amazed. Um, so yeah. And then we watched Nathan For You on my couch. Cousin cuddled, and we all fell asleep on the couch. And it was a fun time. And the next day, we had a riveting day at Chili's. Chili's is really the core of America. Like, it is the glue that keeps everyone together. I love Chili's. I think all my best memories were made out of Chili's, and that lava cake is amazing. I have to get it every time. And their lemonade, their pink lemonade, the best. And you get free refills. Hello. I love Chili's. I think I'm gonna have a birthday party at Chili's this year. You know, it's gonna be a great time, great value. You know, we're at the point in our lives where a good value is just so essential. It's a make it or break it thing at this point for me. And I've never been one to budget, but I remember one of my birthdays, I threw up in a bush at a Chili's. That was fun. I wasn't expecting it. I had way too many drinks, and the wind just hit me the wrong way, and next thing I knew, I was in the bushes fighting for my life. But it was a really fun birthday. Those were great times. Speaking of hard times, I think I overdrafted one of my cards getting gas. Look, it was the only card I had, and I was surprised it even went through. But yeah, now I'm in the negatives, and payday is just not coming soon enough. And you know what? I usually get the really good premium gas. I was in such a pinch. I got the least premium gas available just because it was 80 cents cheaper. Why is gas almost $6? That is the end of the freaking world. And I feel like we fluctuate on this topic a lot as a society, especially if you live in California. But why is gas almost $6? That's like almost half of minimum wage. That is criminal. And I get it if... No, I don't get it. I understand why they're doing it, because they're trying to push that fucking electric vehicle propaganda on us. But I will not be doing that. I don't even want a hybrid. I want a gas guzzling car. And if that makes me a hypocrite to global warming, because I do advocate for doing better, but just the way people are going about this electric vehicle propaganda, I'm not with the shits. I can't count how many Tesla listings my family has sent to me because they want me to get an electric vehicle. I did want a Tesla at one point, but it just seems more dangerous the more time passes on. And I am not sure if that is a reliable car for what it's worth. And I do not want to suck on Elon Musk's teats and get a Tesla. So, no, you will not be getting any of my coin. Elon Musty. No, you won't. What was I talking about? Oh, hard times. So I took a different route home just because, you know, gotta switch it up a little bit sometimes, make your life interesting. And someone had a garage sale like on a random ass Thursday. And I know times are tough when you're having a garage sale on a Thursday when everyone is still at work. This is like peak working hours. And if I wasn't mistaken, I thought I saw them trying to sell Nike socks by the sock for $10 each. Girl, that's like a pack of Hanes socks out of Walmart. And I just found it humorous, but also very sad. And granted, this neighborhood is like tucked in somewhere. So it's not like someone's just gonna casually drop by and look at your stuff. This was a lose-lose situation. Those socks literally, like, they were hung up as if you're drying the socks, like air drying your socks after laundry. But, you gotta hustle. And if you gotta sell your Nike socks for $10 a sock, so be it. What else did I do this weekend? Oh, my friend had a birthday party. Um, that day I went to Chili's. It was a really fun day. Very stimulating day for me. I usually don't do anything. Um, it was like a cute little garden themed party. She pulled it off very well. Although the way she decorated her place made it look like it was a fucking baby shower, but it was still really cute. Um, I really wish I had the energy to throw birthday parties like that for myself. And I don't. Like, you would think I'd be someone who would like to throw bazaars and extravaganzas, but that is just me in theory. Me in person, I just don't have the energy. And honestly, I'm someone who overdoes things and gets disappointed if people don't react the way I want them to. So, there's just a lot of expectations going on, and it's just very emotionally draining for me. I remember when I keep saying that it was 9. I felt like it had to be a little bit older. But at some point in my adolescence, I tried to throw a really big birthday party for myself just because I thought I deserved it. So I had my dad blow up all these balloons. I even blew up some balloons. And girl, I had asthma. So you can only imagine how little air I had in my lungs. I put in the works, girl. I bought invitations. I like ordered food from God knows everywhere. Okay. Um, I was like, this is my year. I'm gonna make it big. And you would think, my efforts would be greatly appreciated. Tell me why one by one, all my friends bailed out on me. And I think that was the last time I ever smiled. And I think that's why I don't do big events now, because I was scarred from that. And, I think it was due to the fact that my friends just didn't have rides, because I've never lived in the district I went to school in, so I always like traveled a little bit further to go to school. And I get it, or I thought I did, but it was just very disappointing to have all your friends flake on you for your birthday. I was so upset. Like, and those balloons, we blew up so many balloons. They were there to remind me of how much of a loser I was, and I was so annoyed. I think the only person that showed it to my party was my cousin. We had fun though. I think I remember. But, I am an unpopular person by default, and the older you get, the less friends you have. So imagine trying to throw an extravaganza for like 2 people. It could be fun and it can be done, but it is just a reminder that I'm not that girl. And that's fine. But I'm one of those losers who really mope around their birthday. Like, I'm sad the second it hits midnight on my birthday, because I'm just like it's just a reminder that I'm 1 year closer to death, whether it's in the hands of my own or fate. But I think at heart I really do want to make a big deal out of my birthday, but just knowing how my life is going and the people in my life, I'm not a priority in people's lives, so it's just things just don't work out. Like, they'll text me and stuff, but we won't celebrate. Is that sad? I don't know. But I don't tend to make a big deal on my birthday. I think if I make it to 30, I'm going to go to Paris um, and just ball out, because I was really trying to kill myself 2 years ago. It's an ongoing thing, but if I make it past all this, I think that's quite an accomplishment. But But yeah, I had so much fun at my friend's party. I'm not gonna lie. She had like these crinkle cookies that were so amazing. There was like a Thai tea flavor, a matcha flavor. Um, I love crinkle cookies. I need to ask her where she got them cookies. I want some. You know, the word ajar changed my life when I discovered it. I don't know why, but who would have made up a word for a door just barely opened? That's very interesting to me. I really miss vocabulary lessons. The school I went to, they had like these vocabulary booklets. So they would introduce you the words, you know, have the definitions, and then they would do this like fill in the blank kind of thing on like the best way to use it. And I had a blast doing those things in school. And then it had me thinking, like, not trying to be a boomer, but I'm very concerned about the next generation's vocabulary. And it's a shame that I have the same vocabulary as the younger kids these days. But it's my choice. These kids, though, I feel like they're a little helpless. When I see your used in the wrong context, ooh, it pisses me off. And it really shouldn't, because it's not a big deal. But reading is vital. And these kids just aren't doing it, you know? I don't know. I'm not saying like the new generation's dumb or anything, but I'm very concerned as to their quality of education and how seriously they take it. Because I'm seeing like kids are still reading at a third grade level in the sixth grade. That's really shocking. And I think the pandemic does has a big play in this because kids don't know how to act anymore. Teachers are quitting. Even the ones that are so passionate, they're literally getting bullied out of their jobs. Like, and they get paid really shitty. So it's just a lose-lose situation. And kids just don't have respect for authority anymore. And that's also a good thing. I'm not going to lie. Like, as someone who was raised as a Catholic and is scared of authority, I feel like I could benefit from being a little rebellious and not giving a shit. But also at the same time, you just have to know like your place, a place and time for things like that. And I think especially when it comes to education, kids just don't give a fuck. Um and I think the reason why it's concerning is because kids will take a lot of things at face value and not know how to do their research, especially when it comes to like fake news and stuff like that. And just like the information you're getting from the internet, like you don't know how to vet out fake things, you don't know how to really use critical thinking skills. Um, it could definitely be strengthened. Like, I'm not trying to discredit intelligence because I'm not that much better, but I think there's just a lack of skills and tools needed to be used to think. And groupthink is, I feel like, on the horizon for the next generation if they don't tighten up. And it's getting real scary out there. So, I don't know what this rant is about. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm really saying, but I'm scared for the next generation. I know they're gonna do fine, but part of me is just scared. Because I feel like the end is near for all of us. I've been feeling so sad lately. It's kind of redonk. I'll make it through. But I just can't help the void. Oh, I wanted to give you an update on the smut book I'm reading. It's called My Dark Romeo, and it's not good. Don't look into it. Don't read it. It makes no fucking sense. Um, yes, the main female character is funny. Okay, she really cracked me up. But then she just got really annoying after like your bullshit is only so funny after a certain amount of time. And her shit got old really fast. And she has like this infantile mindset that low key makes me feel like the author is like pedophile in a way. Um, and the male main character has issues. I mean, they all do in these kinds of books, right? Like the angsty male character kind of thing, but it's like you you pretend that you hate your wife, your fake wife, yet you still show these affections towards her as if she was your real wife. But then also you're fighting yourself on the reasons why you shouldn't like her, but then you end up falling for her. And I was like, okay, you're a very complicated person, an asshole even, but all right. And then the end really got me because okay, so like he's rich, right? Like his family's rich. And his dad sent him away to like Italy or whatever to live with his aunt who was like a junkie, and she literally sold him to her boyfriend to like street fight. And he was like, "Yeah, like I I was starved. Like if I want to fight, then I got a morsel of bread." But I'm like, did your dad not know who he was sending you to? Like, did he not know his sister was a junkie? Like, it was just weird. Like, I felt like that whole plot just threw me out of left field. I just didn't understand. Like, they just threw that in. And also, there was a lot of grammatical errors in there. And, some of the sex scenes, I just can't imagine it being possible in real life. Like, how are you doing that frontward, but you're facing backward? I also read another book in between. I'm not going to mention it because it's literally terrible. I can't believe I actually read it from start to finish. I should have just not finished it. But that one, I swear to God, they just let anyone publish on Kindle Unlimited. Like, this one literally had many grammatical errors. It felt like it was written by a 12-year-old. No lie. And the plot just wasn't consistent, and the dialogue between everyone, you couldn't really make out who was who. Like, I hated it. I hated it. Don't read it. I'm gonna fucking read like something else now. I'm gonna read an actual book. I swear to God, I'm gonna read an actual book. I'm gonna read The Art of War. I'll report back. But yeah, if you have any other good books to recommend to me, probably from like the perspective of a self-help book or something about a heartbreak, I'd like to read that. I can always go back to reading my DSM-5 book again. I have a lot to catch up on. This week literally was so not spring sleigh at all. It has been cold and rainy, and I think that had many things to do with my mood this week. I started to crochet a blanket. Oh, that's why I was so pissed about not getting to work from home the other day. I had like a plan to like make some granny squares during my work time. And I think the fact that I was really determined to work on this blanket that day and my plans got ruined really pissed me off. Because I really hate when plans change sporadically. I'm not one for change, especially if it's not on my terms. So I was very upset. But I don't want to show you because it honestly is going to be the ugliest blanket I've ever made. This is kind of like my throwaway project. And it's just elements of all of my in progress projects that are sewn together by a double crochet to make one big blanket. Because a component of the blanket is a blanket I tried to make for my friend, then gave up because I have mad ADHD and just never got back to it. And then I was determined to make a wheel cover for my car with granny squares. Couldn't commit to that, so I just left that aside. So now I'm combining everything, and it's gonna be ugly, but it's gonna be done. It's gonna be made by me, and it is gonna be my proof that I am real, because imperfection means it's human. Because if it's perfect, I am a robot and I am not real. But yeah, I'm having fun with that. It really keeps my mind off things, keeps me busy, keeps me not wanting to die. So I am having a blast with that. All right, well, I just wanted to give you a cute little bonus episode. So I'm going to do my 3 things for the week. The first one is the Charlie XCX A Boiler Room. I want to be in the room where it happened. Imagine doing ecstasy in that room. That would have been so fun. I loved it. I loved it so much. So good. So yes, Charlie XCX Boiler Room is my first thing. My second thing is the creator of Excel. Like, what was going through your brain when you created a spreadsheet management application? You are the GOAT for that. You are a freak, and I love it. Like, you could just do so many things with Excel. Like, you really did something there, creator of Excel. I hope your pussy is ate every day in heaven, wherever you're at. That's dope. And my third thing is the Baskin-Robbins establishment. I've been going there once a week to get a scoop of Rocky Road ice cream and another scoop of pistachio ice cream because I can't make up my mind. Those are so good. So I'll indulge. Yes. Last week I went with my sister and this girl gave me a giant ass scoop of each. And while I appreciated it, I almost passed out. Because I'm not a quitter. I will finish it. But goddamn. But it was good. I've just been violently craving ice cream all the time. It's weird. Especially just Baskin-Robbins. Maybe because it's like just down the street from me. Because it could literally be anything. But it's just the closest to my house. I love pistachio ice cream so much. I also love Rocky Road ice cream too. I don't know. It's... Right now, Baskin-Robbins is a passion of mine, so... I want to try a Togo's sandwich because the one that I go to is like connected to one. And just the smell of sandwiches gives me PTSD because I used to work at a Walmart that had a Subway in it. And the first thing you would smell when you go into that Walmart is Subway. And while it gave me PTSD, it's also a very attractive smell. And, you know, that place has a fairly decent amount of traffic of sandwich eaters. So, you know, I want to try a sandwich. My aunt owns a sandwich shop as well. So I feel like in a way it's betraying her. But the drive to her establishment is not favorable for me. So I won't go there. Unless I request for a sandwich, which I might do. That is so smart. Oh my God. I've been craving a salad from Jersey Mike's, like those chopped salads. I've been wanting to go to Jersey Mike's ever since I saw Danny DeVito doing an ad for them. I swear to God, I'm a sucker. If I see my favorite celebrity endorsing anything, I'll do it, or I'll want to buy it. And that is effective marketing. Congratulations, Jersey Mike's. But I haven't gone. So, how effective is that? You're not making money from me. But I want a sandwich from there. Not a sandwich. I want a salad. Okay. I want a salad from Jersey Mike's. A sandwich from Togo's. And a cookie from Subway. You know, the trifecta. All right. This is all I have to gab about today. I have to shave my other leg because... I started shaving my legs last night, but I got really tired, so I just finished shaving one leg. So now I have to do the other leg. And that is my plan for the day. Until I have to meet up with my friends later tonight for the Ariana Grande night. So one of our local clubs does like themed nights. So they'll just pick a random pop star and do DJ mixes all night. The last one I went to at this particular location was a BTS one. I'm not a fan of BTS. I can really give a rat's ass. But the vibes were immaculate when I went. Like, everyone was so nice. The DJ was playing bops. And overall, it was a really fun night for me. So, You know, the funny thing is, it was in Korean. So you can only imagine if the vibes were the same in English. I'm excited. So hopefully this will get me out of my depression funk. I'm gonna start a new month resolution. I might share that next week when I figure that out, but I'm gonna try to do better. Pick myself up. So I'm going to shave my other leg, work on my next month resolution, and maybe I'll eat some ramen. I don't know. Maybe my sister can pick me something up. She's at an anime con with one of my cousins. I don't know what the hell you guys do at those things, cause what do you guys do at those things? Buy things? Alrighty. I hope you slay your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. I really need to stop